Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, and Bournemouth.
I have milk coming in about time. There's a wine list here. Very extensive.
Good morning, this is your guard. Passengers recently joining us, welcome aboard this Southwest and London Waterloo, where we're scheduled to arrive at 12:49. Should you require any help or assistance, I am your guard, currently located in coach.
it so long.